challenge your body at your own ability. Listen to your body. You know your body a lot better than I know your body. So listen to what your body's saying. Okay, we are going to start with just a little bit of an alignment before we... We are going to start with a little bit of alignment before we get started. So I want you to just make sure that your spring is connected. You're going to find your space on your reformer facing your foot bar. We all learned what all the different names of the reformer was the other day, right? Jordan wasn't here. We've got the shoulder pads, the head pad, we've got the foot bar, we've got the carriage, which is the moving bits, we've got the platform, we've got our springs. Red is the hardest, right? Yellow is the lightest on this one. And then we've got our box. Okay, so you're just going to find your alignment with your legs crossed, however it feels comfortable. If you need to straighten your legs, you can. We're going to start at the hips. Now, I want your hips, imagine your hips are like a bucket, right? Who was there in the theory class on Monday? Right, theory class, or who watched the theory class? Hopefully you guys caught up the recording, right? We spoke a lot about posture. We spoke a little bit about lordosis, this posture, and kyphosis. So when we're looking at lordosis, I want you to imagine, go into a lordotic posture, take your hips, take your pelvis, tilt it back. It's quite uncomfortable, putting a lot of pressure on that lower back. Now, tilt it the other way. Tilt it round, tilt it back, melt into your spine. Tilt it round, and then I want you to find a nice neutral pelvis, a nice neutral hips. Imagine that bucket is square. If you had water, no water is going to spill out of the bucket, right? So whenever I say hips are square, this is the position, this is the alignment I want you to find. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to grow tall all the way from your bottom spine, all the way up. Imagine there's a string pulling your head nice and tall to the ceiling. It's lengthening your spine. Beautiful, but your eyes are looking forward, right? You don't need to look at the imaginary string, just imagine it's there. Your shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Now I want you guys to breathe, because a lot of you look like you're holding your breath. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And when we're breathing with Pilates, we're focused on lateral thoracic breathing, meaning we're going to breathe through the rib cage. So placing your hands around your ribs, placing your fingers as close as you can together. Keep that posture nice and tall. So imagine your shoulders are stacked above your hips. So it gets a little bit uncomfortable just sitting like this, right? So inhale through the nose, and as you inhale, those ribs should expand. And as I exhale, my fingers pull back together. I inhale, I expand the ribs through my nose. I exhale through my mouth. My ribs close. And now I want to try and engage my core muscles. So if my hands are here, try and pull your abs tight so you feel them. We've watched that Bridgerton, right? Wrap that corset all the way from the pubic bone, wrap it up here. So what that means is my entire trunk is activated. If I come and punch you, in case you're not doing the exercises right, you're going to be able to manage that punch, but you're still able to breathe. So take it to a level 3. Wrap that corset and pull it tight to a level 10, as tight as you can. Chest is tall, spine is long. It's too hard to breathe, right? Relax. That was tight, right? Let's do it again. Wrap that corset, zip up those jeans, pull into your abs, engage your core to a level 10, drop it down to a level 5. Still a little bit strong, drop it down to a level 4, drop it to a level 3. And that's where we want to maintain. We want to maintain this level 3, core engagements. My shoulders are back, my chest is up, My spine is nice and long, so my back is flat. Inhale, close my eyes. Exhale through my mouth. Set an intention and just focus on your body. Focus on that awareness and that connection. This is your time. This is your space. You showed up. We don't get to cheat fitness, right? We show up, and that's how we get stronger. Deep breath in through the nose. And as I exhale, I'm going to stretch my hands out all the way to the sky. Long fingers, my shoulders are away from my ears. My gaze is forward, and I drop that left hand. Any left is fine, but preferably the left one. I exhale around through to the spine. Inhale, try keep my ribs above my hips. Exhale, around. Give me one more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Nice, slow and controlled lengthening in that spine. Beautiful, good. And from there, you can just stretch forward. Inhale, exhale, I lengthen. Inhale, around my spine, I push. Exhale, I unravel my spine and lengthen. Give me two more. Round that spine, push. Inhale, exhale, unravel and lengthen. Grow nice and tall. And our final one. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Beautiful. Team, from there, you're going to slide your hips down. So you're just going to slide your hips down to the edge. You're going to drop back onto your back. Your feet land on your foot bar. And I want you to try to find that exact same alignment. So, sorry. If you haven't taken your box off already, please just put your box to the side. So if you haven't taken your box off, you can just put it through to the side. There we go. Beautiful. Making sure there's a little gap between the shoulder pads and your shoulders. And we're going to just start with a little bit of footwork to mobilize the ankles, right? Why do we mobilize the ankle? It creates that synovial fluid, creates nice and liquid to keep the joint warm. So this is going to be our warm-up for our ankles, for our hips. Your feet are hip width apart. You can place your foot with your heels against the foot bar. Imagine your feet are pushing against the wall. Your feet are hip width apart. Inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I push and I lengthen, keeping my knees nice and soft, so I'm not locking out. I want to make sure my core is engaged. We're going for 10 pushes. Inhale to return. Exhale to push. And just feel how this feels. massage, my feet will be in the long strap. The purpose of it is spinal health, spinal mobility, deep core activation, and a hamstring stretch. So we just learned, well not this week, last week, we learned the frog press. So I'm going to start with a frog press. I inhale, I exhale, I come back, I lengthen my legs up, I unravel vertebra by vertebra to lift into my, sorry, I'm going to just take a quick moment to shout because this is, okay, so from here, I'm going to try and go into a jackknife position. I inhale through the nose, I exhale, I unravel from my sacrum. Exhale, unravel, 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 unravel. I try to find my jackknife. Then I bring my knees in till they're over my head. And then I unravel from my spine, vertebra by vertebra, until my sacrum, the back of my glutes, the back and bottom of my spine, hits the mat. Then I push. Inhale. The leg lifts we just did, I unravel from my sacrum, my carriage comes all the way flat, I unravel, jackknife, I bend my knees around, my knees want to be parallel to the carriage, my core is tucked under, so I've got a beautiful C-shaped spine here, I unravel vertebra by vertebra, and only once I've unraveled, then I kick my legs. Okay, we're going to go for 8. So 8 of these. Nice and slow. I want you to get the movements right. So start either with your frog kick or your legs are up directly above you. Your toes are pointed. I inhale through the nose. As I exhale, I allow the carriage to move. I lift from my sacrum all the way until I'm in a beautiful jackknife, and then I'm going to bend my legs until my knees come parallel to the ground, and then I'm going to unravel my spine, vertebra by vertebra. If anyone has any spinal conditions, please be careful with this one. Take it at your own level. As I roll down, I frog kick. Beautiful. So I unravel, unravel, unravel. So go up, jackknife, jackknife, a little higher if you can. Try put the weight on your shoulders. Legs are above the shoulders. Lift, 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 lift. Bend your knees. And now unravel your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Roll, 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 roll. Keep your feet with your body. Unravel, unravel, unravel. Kick. Beautiful. I'm keeping my heels together. I'm keeping my toes apart. Beautiful. Unravel, unravel. Frog kick. Beautiful. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. I lift and lengthen. Lengthen my spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Beautiful. Yes. Good. Beautiful. So my legs are bent at a 90-degree angle and they stay bent, and now I kick. Beautiful. So that is our short spine massage. Be careful to not bring your knees too close to your face. They'll stay parallel. Let's go last 2. I inhale to prepare. I exhale. I lift and lengthen. Use my core. Lift my hips. Lift my body into a jackknife. I bend till my legs are parallel. Then I unravel my spine, vertebra by vertebra. Unravel, unravel. Bring my feet with. Unravel, 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 unravel here. Unravel, unravel. So roll to here. Unravel, unravel your spine. So roll back, unravel, and then kick. Beautiful. Okay, team. Our short spine massage. It's quite a strong one for the spine, right? So just be careful with it. But it is intermediate class. Make sure that you do the instructions very carefully. Slow and control. Beautiful. Okay, so you can remove the straps from your feet. You Nice. Good. Good job, team. Okay, so you can tuck your straps back in, so just hook them back onto their little handle. Grab your knees, give yourself a nice big hug. Remind yourself that you are strong, you are powerful, you are capable. Beautiful. You can gently rock your knees from the left to the right, and from there you're going to gently just climb off your carriage. I want to say Versa since I get the mic on. It takes me back to my Versa days. Right, so you're just gently going to climb up. You're going to grab your box, and we're going to place it on our long box. So long box, we're placing it lengthways. Short box, we're placing it shortways. Okay, team, we're going to do some pulling up the straps. We're going to do the team pull and our pulling straps. Lovely one for working in the back muscles, the rear delts. Really good for, it's working as if we've done the posture one, right? On Monday, you guys will know what I'm talking about. So really good for kyphotic posture. Someone's got So last week we did the elephant. I'm going to skip the elephant today just for time's sake. What we're going to do is we're going to do our long stretch. Has anyone ever used the ab roller in the gym? Right? Okay, so imagine you're using an ab roller. We're going to start with our knees down. Your shoulders are going to come above your wrists. So this is a lovely one for your core and your spine. As I inhale, I'm going to exhale to take my knees back, and I'm going to come back. So my whole body stays stiff. The only thing that's moving is my arms. So do just a few like that. Let's do maybe 3 or 4, just getting the hang of the movement. My body stays stiff as a plank. I inhale through the nose, I exhale. My pelvis is neutral, beautiful, Sophia. I want to see how far can you push it back, maintaining that beautiful posture. Beautiful. So where's my hips? My hips are rounded, my core is engaged. Straighten your legs, right? Okay, now let's challenge you a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to go up onto the feet. So, you now have your feet up. You're in a plank position. You see my beautiful plank position. My shoulders are above my wrists. And from there, I'm going to push. You see how my body stays stiff? I want to see that shake. Come back. Inhale. Exhale. Push as far as you can, maintaining that beautiful position. Your core should be so strong. So strong. Beautiful. Take it back, 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 back. Yes, yes. Lovely. We're going for 8. Where's my plank? Keep that plank. No, 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 wait, before you go. I need to see a plank first, right? So my plank, strong, beautiful. Bend my elbows a little bit. Push, 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 push. And pull back. Now pull back. Yes. My body stays stiff. Exhale, I push back. I want to see that shake. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Yes, Rose, you're strong. Yeah, there's the shake. Beautiful. Let's go last 4. Take it back, 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 back. My ab roller. Beautiful. Yes, shoulders above the wrist. What happened, Z? 2. Mashallah, Sophia. Good. Last one. Woo, okay. Little Let's give us a little round of applause, that's fine. Okay, last little bits for the core team. Lifting those knees, knees off stretch. I kick back into a plank. I pull it back. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Go for 12 to finish off that core series. Inhale. See how my upper body stays stiff. It's just my knees that are bending. I'm pulling in from my hips. I'm pulling in from my pelvis. My core is engaged. Beautiful. Where's my plank? Lift those hips. Open up. Beautiful. Now, yes. Keep your shoulders above your wrists. Inhale. I pull. Exhale. Deeper pull in. Yes. Beautiful. Inhale. I pull. Exhale. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen. Let's go last 4. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's go last 3. Beautiful. Yes, team. 2. Oh, I'm ashamed. Okay, team, our final superset, and we're done for the day of exercise. Then you just get to teach, right? A little bit intermediate, a little bit shwaya hard. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a front split to a side split to a front split. So you can just drop this bar, you pull it up, and you just drop it down a little bit. If you are uncertain about your stability, if you're in the portion of your stability, you can add a spring. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to climb onto the reformer very carefully, right? So climb onto the platform. I climb onto the platform. My leg is going to come out. If I want to work the side of my body, my abductor, my legs are close. My shoulders are stacked above my hips. I inhale, open. I exhale, I close. Inhale, open as wide as I can. Exhale, close. We're going to go for a 10. Inhale as wide as you can. Exhale. This one, the lighter it is, the more you're going to challenge those muscles for stability. Right? I inhale, exhale, open. Keep your hips stacked above keep your shoulders stacked above the hips. Let's go, last 4. Beautiful. Last 3, those extra ab ones that got you. Beautiful. To make it more firm, you can add resistance. Okay, let's go last 2. And on that last one, I want you to open it as wide as you can. Open wide, 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 and drop your chest. Inhale, be careful. Exhale, come back, strong core, and slide it together, close, slowly. Now you're just going to turn to face the front. So from here, you're going to turn. Your left foot stays on your platform. Keep the weight on the left foot. You're going to face that way, right? So you're facing towards your foot bar. Your other leg is back. You can take it as far back as you feel comfortable. I inhale to prepare. I exhale. I take it back. And I slide it back up. Try and not let the carriage slip. I just drop down into a reverse lunge. Lovely one for working my quads, my glutes. Beautiful. So I'm facing there. Make sure my feet are in. They're not right directly above. I inhale. I exhale. I slide into a lunge. Inhale up. Exhale lunge. My core is stable. Beautiful. Slide it back in. Let's go last 4. Beautiful. My chest is open. My spine is long. Last 3. Woo. Beautiful. Good. 2. And last 1. Beautiful team. So from there, all I do is I stand to the platform and I change sides. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. Inhale, exhale, lengthen. Try see as far as you can go, maintaining that beautiful posture. Try avoid letting that carriage bend. My legs stay stiff and firm. Exhale, bring it in. My chest is nice and tall. My pelvis is tucked in. My tailbone tucked in. My rib cage is tucked. Beautiful, yes. Inhale, exhale. That's the dance. We have to make it flowy. And let's go last 3. My core is engaged. My pelvis is tucked. Last 2. Bring it back in. And last 1. Turn to face your foot bar. My right foot travels forward. Or whichever leg is in the front travels forward. My other leg goes back. I inhale to prepare. I exhale to lunge. Inhale. Exhale to lunge. Slow and controlled. I want to bend that back knee. So I bend into a lunge. My chest is open. My shoulders are open. Beautiful. Bend the back knee. Who's counting? We have lost 4. We have lost 3. Beautiful. Yes. My chest is open. Inhale. Exhale. I go back. My arms go open. Yes. And then I come back. Beautiful. Last one. That back knee bends. Okay. Beautiful. And you can gently step onto your platform and gently step